course, volcanologists, that's what we live for, is active lava flows. So it is hard to see when it's impacting humans in such a devastating way. I think what we can say is this is not over.
Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. New from the Hawaii Volcanoes Observatory tonight, lava is no longer coming out of all 12 fissures or vents, but it could just be taking a break. And then there's the dangerous fumes, the sulfur dioxide still at high levels in some areas. And as for the damage, Hawaii County Civil Defense says 35 structures, including 26 homes, have been destroyed. And the main road in the Puna District, Highway 130, is starting to crack. You heard just a few moments ago that this volcanic emergency is not over yet. Evacuated residents seeking answers got to ask questions at a meeting tonight at Pahoa High School. Bridget Namata is on the Big Island, and she begins our team coverage.
A cafeteria full of residents watched as Hawaii County Mayor Harry Kim offered one plea. For those living in the vicinity of the lava flow who still have not left, please evacuate.
Every decision we make is to keep you safe and go through this very bad time as best as possible. We commit that to you.
Officials, including Governor David Ige, warn the community to stay on their toes, be prepared to evacuate at a moment's notice.
We don't believe this is the end of it. You know, geologists continue to say that the rift zone is still inflated, so we continue to be vigilant and be prepared.
Civil Defense warned residents the lava flow is emitting dangerous sulfur dioxide, and it's currently monitoring the air quality. There are reports of looting in Leilani Estates as lava continues to destroy homes, something the county warned will not be tolerated. The county also issued passes for those who live at Leilani Estates so they can go back to their homes and retrieve belongings, a process many say would have been helpful on the day Kilauea first erupted.
It was very terrible the last couple of days. Folks waited for hours to get in, and it was, you know, tempers were flaring.
Andy Andrews describes these last few days as stressful and uncertain. Though Andy hasn't lost his home, it's a possibility he is mentally preparing for.
It's a really terrible feeling now because some of us have lost our homes and some of us haven't. And so depending where you stand on that side of that divide, it's a completely different relationship with this as either something that might happen or something that did happen. It's I gave a guy a ride in yesterday, and we were hoping to get to his home for him to get things out, and as we arrived, his home was in flames, and it was just gut-wrenching.
Though he tells me there is one good thing that has come from this.
There's some wonderful community energy that's coming together around this. It's a shame it takes a tragedy for it to happen, but, you know, you live long enough and you find out that hardship brings people together, and so there's been some incredible generosity and kindness around it, too.
Reporting from Hawaii Island, Bridget Namata, KHON 2 News.
And again, cracks have been appearing on Highway 130, and the state told us it's preparing an alternate route in Puna in case the lava flows onto the highway. Now take a look at these pictures of the cracks. The DOT says they've gotten bigger since the weekend, and scientists say a thermal camera did not detect a big change in heat within those cracks. Right now, Highway 130 is closed between Highway 132 and Old Kalapana Road until further notice. Now, if you take a look at the map, you can see the lava vents, also known as fissures, have formed a straight line. The vents are marked with green triangles. The most recent one is southwest of the rest, just outside of Leilani Estates. Geologists say while unlikely, there is a chance a new fissure crack could appear outside of that straight line pattern.
We don't know all the little intricate pre-existing fissures or newly forming fissures. We don't know where they all are, and therefore we can't predict exactly when or where a new fissure will open up.
We're learning things, and so you know, one of the things, for instance, we're collecting lava samples, samples of each fissure as they've erupted, and so those samples have now been analyzed, and so we're beginning to understand more about what's going on below the ground, about what's coming out, where it's been, and what might come next.
And geologists say this eruption is not over yet. They continue to detect earthquakes and magma within the East Rift Zone. Evacuees from Leilani Estates will be allowed to go back to their home tomorrow starting at 7 in the morning until 6 at night. Our Howard Dashevsky was allowed to go into Leilani Estates with the blessing of a resident and Big Island authorities.
Once inside the subdivision, it becomes very clear why this is an evacuation zone. Large cracks, many of them glowing orange and billowing steam.
Looks like we made it. Looks like we made it. Yep, she's still here. All right, and the fruit trees made it. Everybody's home. Unbelievable.
Once inside, the next question is one that every homeowner faces.
What is first? You know, what is the first thing you grab? The first thing you should grab is your birth certificate and driver's license. As you can see, this is a nice dwelling. Ceiling fans and custom doors and all the goodies.
Of course, Pele takes what she wants, and in this case, it's the main road right through the heart of the subdivision.
Can you believe what you're seeing here?
It's hard to grasp, but it's real. It came right down the middle of Leilani Avenue. Unbelievable.
3 days ago, this road was clear right up to the highway, right?
Roger that.
Like so many lives, the landscape here will be forever changed, but the respect for Mother Nature and her power remains.
I bought this place because I was from Kalapana. I knew I was going to be dealing with lava anywhere in my life. So when I picked this place out, I made sure it was on a hill and I'd have some sort of chance of survival in case something like this happened. And guess what? It happened.
Right, it's not over yet.
It ain't over yet, but it's pretty close.
I tell you what, Randall, like so many others, showing the resiliency of the people of the Big Island, elated today that they were able to go home, see it standing, and then retrieve some of their valuables. But of course, they've been through storms and lava flows before, and they know it will be a long road ahead, of course. Reporting from the Big Island, I'm Howard Dashevsky. Marissa, we send it back to you.
Howard, thank you. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park reopened yesterday afternoon after closing on Friday after that massive 6.9 earthquake. Park officials say if there is another large quake, they will close the park again. We're told seismic activity has decreased but remains elevated. In the last week, there have been more than 1,800 earthquakes on or near the Big Island.